After visiting the House of Music in Vienna, you will definitely fall in love with music. Here you can try to conduct the orchestra yourself. Listen to the sounds of different instruments and also of the universe. Also, you can hear the sounds as a baby hears them when it's in its mother's tummy. And also how different animals and other creatures perceive sounds. The exhibition is very technological and interactive. I visited the House of Music for the second time during my week in Vienna, and I was really amazed by the technological and interactive presentation conveying the idea of music. So, I invite you to follow me and explore the House of Music. In this room, an interactive fairy tale is created for children. Using gesture control, young visitors can bring various musical instruments and musical stories to life.
Noch größer als die Geige und die Bratsche ist das Violoncello.
Here is super interesting exhibition, a virtual conductor. I became interested in the House of Music after watching a YouTube video of a blogger having fun with this interactive virtual conductor. Actually, the idea to visit Vienna started with my wish to explore the House of Music. Here, you can choose from 6 compositions on the touch screen, and with the help of a sensor button, you will conduct an animated version of the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. And here, you can try to be a composer and create your own waltz. You roll a virtual dice 4 times, with each number corresponding to 2 beats of your waltz. Using this computer random selection system, you can create over 1,000 compositions. By the way, Mozart and Haydn also used this method of random composition with dice. And now you will hear the waltz that I created. On the first floor, in the former ballroom, there is an exhibition on the history of the Vienna Philharmonic. Composer and conductor Otto Nicolai lived in this building from 1841 to 47. During that time, he founded the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. The next part of the exhibition is dedicated to sounds. It's darker here, so that we can focus specifically on the sounds. In this room, we hear sounds that constantly surround us in life. You have to stand on one of the sound islands and guess the sound. Right now, for example, I hear birds singing. You can't see me well because it's quite dark here. I'm moving to the next circle, and now something is flying over me. A huge gong. Giant instruments illustrate the 4 groups of musical instruments, divided by their source of sound production: aerophones, idiophones, chordophones, and membranophones. This is the classical classification of all instruments except electronic ones. Using touch screens, visitors can learn about various instruments from each group and listen to their sounds. For the youngest visitors, the museum offers a quest book, which guides them in searching for specific items on each floor. The room of clongs, or sounds of the universe. We can lay down here, there are booths on the floor, and we can listen to the sounds of the universe while looking at the ceiling. And now I will show you what's about me. Clongs are super absorbing. I've been laying here listening to the sounds for about 10 minutes, but now I'm going to create my own clone. Now, using my hands, I will create my own clone. Let's see how it goes. Although you can't see this, I've given shape to this creature and I'm listening to how it sounds. And then, with my own clone, I can come back to the universe. And now I'm moving on to the clone gallery. Every space in the House of Music is created with a stylish and deliberate design. Next is the exhibition about sound perception. Turtles, owls, and other creatures hear music. Here you can discover the difference in how a violin sounds to a human compared to a turtle or a cat. And here you can also experience how the world sounds from within a mother's tummy. 6 screens provide a unique journey into sounds we typically never experience. The entire third floor is devoted to the most famous composers who worked in Austria. As we enter, holograms of Haydn, Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, and Strauss Jr. greet us, leading into rooms dedicated to each composer. Joseph Haydn. The next exhibition is dedicated to Mozart. Unfortunately, YouTube has blocked all my attempts to add music by these composers to my video, so I left this part silent. Beethoven. It is known that Beethoven lost his hearing and created music using a stick that transmitted sounds through his teeth. Using these tubes, you can experience how hearing gradually deteriorates. Schubert's exhibit follows next. The room dedicated to Strauss Jr. And the last of the composers presented here is Gustav Mahler. After such a diverse musical journey, it's necessary to reset your ears to their original settings. I'm now in a room of complete silence. With so many amazing experiences behind me, I say goodbye to the House of Music. It's one of the coolest museums I have ever visited so far.